To graph y equals -3 cosecant of x minus pi over 2, I want us to think about what the graph of y equals -3 sine of x minus pi over 2 would look like. So the sine graph, this particular one would have an amplitude of 3. It would be upside down because of the negative sign, and then we have a phase shift of pi over 2 to the right. So thinking about what our sine graph would look like, this particular sine graph would be shifted right, pi over 2. It would have an amplitude of 3 and be upside down. So just thinking back, you know, the normal sine graph, we'll just sketch in red and lightly put little traces. This is what our sine graph normally looks like, but this graph, it's going to be shifted pi over 2 to the right, and it's going to be upside down and have an amplitude of 3. So our sine graph would be 0 at pi over 2. We would go down 3, back up to 0, up 3, and then back to 0. So this graph would be the graph of y equals -3 sine of x minus pi over 2. And I always like to extend that graph back to 0, so just finishing out the pattern, this is what our graph would look like. Now we don't want to graph that. We want to graph the cosecant. So everywhere that the sine is equal to 0, the cosecant would be undefined because it's reciprocal, so it would have an asymptote. And then where the sine graph has a maximum point, the cosecant graph would have a minimum point, and then the graphs would go in the opposite directions. So the green graph would be the graph of y equals -3 x minus cosecant of x minus pi over 2.